name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper, the numero uno in charge of VIP Sports. What up, Skip?
That's hilarious.
I know, I guess working 2 hours a day, twice a week, yeah, it's kind of hard to be in charge.
The numero uno in charge of VIP Sports. Well, I do run the sales room. I do keep the place intact when you're out golfing and on all your...
Out golfing? Give me a fuck.
Your ski vacations, your fucking beach house.
I ain't done none of
yeah,
that
hey,
shit.
Skip, I'm on a client. We were out till 3 in the morning. Can you hold the fort down again? Absolutely, I can.
You hear the waves crashing in the background?
Yeah, absolutely I can, Steve. Of course I can.
Oh, shit.
Unbelievable.
Well, whatever it is, it works real well together. It's a match made in heaven.
I'm a little irritated right now. I was over at my buddy's house last night, and his fucking cat scratched my face.
Well, dude, I don't know if it's a disease, but this was like an ingrown hair from the little laser treatment I had, but...
Well, I mean, I can understand if it was strange pussy, but, I mean, the cat knows me. I mean,
you walked me right into that one, huh?
I fucking hate cats, dude. I know you love cats.
I mean, I'm not no cat lover or nothing, but I got a Persian cat. I mean, I think they're cool as a motherfucker.
Yeah, not to bring up sad memories, but Rocky was a fucking beast.
Oh, he was a superstar. Red Rock
Rocky was a TV star. He was on Money Talks.
Oh, he was a superstar Persian
he had a bigger fucking role than I did.
No, but he was in there purring a few times. He was a superstar. Yeah, he died.
He was purring a few times.
He only made it till 6, but yeah, he was an absolute star.
Unbelievable. Well, that's what happens when you try to fucking fuck with a pussy.
Goddamn right.
I hate cats, dude.
What,
if I was a fucking dog, you'd yell at the fucking dog. You'd say, I don't expect to go to a friend's house and have a dog fucking bite me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't expect to go to my buddy's house and have his fucking pussy scratch me in the face.
So what, you're sitting there and the cat comes up and
just
scratches
we're sitting there watching the fucking game and the cat's like crawling on the back, walking on the back of the sofa.
The couch? Yeah, that's
all
normal.
Of a sudden the motherfucker's on my shoulder and like scratches my face.
Oh yeah, no, you steal on him and throw him right through the window, take your
I wanted to skin that motherfucker,
Oh
dude.
my God. Well, it's better than putting the dog out back and he takes a shit bigger than yours out in the yard and you got to clean that up,
Yeah, I'm not for that either.
A cat shits in a litter box, so it's a little bit different.
Well, nowadays people like us that got money, I mean, you can pay people to come and clean up the dog.
Scoop.
Yeah, pooper scoopers.
Well, yeah, because our teenage fucking kids ain't gonna fucking
Fuck no.
I mean, what happened to the simple? We were talking about this the other day. What happened to simple rules like, okay, I'll get you a game or I'll do this for you. Pick up the shit in the backyard. Yeah. The kids rebel to where, no, I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah.
It's almost a fist fight with a motherfucker.
I almost
went over picking up shit or doing chores that we grew up on a daily basis.
Oh, it's fucking disgusting. I mean, matter of fact, I almost went to blows with Right Side the other day about it. I mean, I asked him to grab me a fucking iced tea when he was in the fridge, and I'm on my recliner. I'm like,
teenagers.
I'm like, hey, bud, can you grab me an iced tea while you're out there? I mean, it was a major fucking ordeal for him. Like I was asking him to rub the calluses off my fucking foot or something.
Does he take deep? Does he make deep
breaths?
Yeah,
everything is a fucking sigh.
It's a pain in the ass, right? Dad, fuck.
Yeah. I'm like, what? He's like, why can't you get it? Ask Mom to get it. I'm like, motherfucker, you're in the kitchen.
How about this? So if you were to ask him, okay, you want that new $80 game? Pick up the dog shit. When you got home, would it be picked up? Yes or no?
If there was something in return, but it better be big, yeah.
Oh, okay, see, because my kid might be like, I don't want the game no more.
These kids are fucked. Oh, yeah, I've had that happen. Yeah. Oh, you know what?
What the fuck do you do in that
if I got to go out and clean up the dog shit, yeah, then don't worry about it. I'll just buy the game myself.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What the fuck is wrong with these kids these days? It's unbelievable. I love Right Side. He's a great kid, man. He's not on drugs. He's not on booze. I mean, he's a good kid. He's not out fucking gangbanging. He could be, kids nowadays, he could be a lot worse, Steve. He's a real good kid. But I got to tell you, when I ask him to fucking do something, it's like the end of the world. You all right, Smokey?
No, Veronica, you need to come fix my mic, please. Anyway,
when I ask him to do something, it's like the end of the fucking world. And then I have to remind him, I'm like, what about the 25 stadiums we went to, in the past fucking 2 years?
Yeah.
Did I ask you for anything for that?
Nah, well, they'll get that. One thing that we do know, because I've been, when they get older, they're going to respect that, and they'll look back and thank you for it. But it's sure a pain in the ass having to deal with it right fucking now, I tell you that. And then on the other side, we do everything that we can. Like we were talking the other day, like Kelly's like, why wouldn't you, because Little D's playing T-ball now. Why would you put him in Summerlin North and not South? Now you're going to have Sean having to ride his bike across the street to the park to get to baseball practice.
Not that.
What the fuck? It's like you said. Here's what I did. I lived in North Las Vegas. I literally took a bus 40 minutes into school. After school, a bus 40 minutes home to North Las Vegas. And then you told me the exact same thing. And I swear to God, I rode my bike a few miles to baseball practice.
Absolutely.
To play. No mom, no dad.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to support my kid. And parents, you're supposed to be involved too. But practice... when we have to work and do certain things, your kid can find a way to practice if it's feasible.
Listen, I don't need anybody to cry for me or to fucking give me a hug, but listen, dude, I got dropped off from the school bus after school, delivered 75 fucking newspapers, then got on my bicycle with my baseball glove on the handlebars, the bat across the handlebars.
Same shit I did.
Fucking rode my bike 2.5 miles to the baseball practice, and then rode the fuck home in the dark. Okay, with no helmet on, no pads on my elbows or my knees. I mean, we weren't pussies back then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, but I'm talking about coming home at 8 o'clock at night, pitch dark,
Yeah.
11, 12 years old on my bike.
Riding my bike, 8 o'clock at night. It's dark after practice on a fucking 2-lane road where I easily could have been taken out any time by a truck or a car. Yeah, these kids can't fucking walk. They can't ride a bike. They don't even know what a bike is anymore.
My point is, I could see if it was unfeasible, but knowing that we're up in dude, you're in Southern Highlands, I'm in fucking Summerlin, you're in the best of the East, I'm in the best of the South up here. There's so many paved roads and beautiful communities and schools, and so easy for them to just get there. I was like, let him ride. Like, she thought it was like a big deal that he had to ride his bike. He's 14 years old.
Expect the driver to stop by to take him to practice and then go pick him up, right?
Yeah, well, we're going to have to lift him. Come on, man. The motherfucker's going to
call a fucking Uber to baseball practice.
I told her, lift these nuts up, put them right on your chin. Make sure that motherfucker.
I got
your tires up in your bike, motherfucker, because you're going to get to practice all right.
Unbelievable. January 25th, 2018.
Actually, 26th.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be the 25th. Technical difficulties yesterday.
And I do give it to you. You were here on time, 9 a.m. yesterday. We were doing the podcast.
Well, that in itself is a miracle.
You're goddamn right. There's a lot of miracles over here on
Did you just
Sports
smoke that whole fucking thing?
You got to take one. Skip. A lot of people get down and out. A lot of people get dumb, and I don't know. It gets me so motherfucking focused. It turns my mouthpiece from an Uzi to a motherfucking
You just
AK.
fucking choked down like 3/4 of a fucking joint by yourself, like in just a matter of 5 minutes.
So who do you think's choking more? Me on this blunt or the girls on cock this weekend when the fucking CES porn convention's in town?
Oh, my God. Yeah, we were wrong about the corn convention. I thought it was last week. It was this week, right?
Yeah, it's coming.
That's what she said. It's coming.
We actually have a couple meetings. 2 people. You got that guy that wants to sit down, pay us $10,000 for an hour of our time.
Yeah.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you call our office, and because we've had several calls lately, we're very familiar and aware that sports betting is about to be legal. I've actually set my platform up for this to happen. The reason why we did the podcast is to help the legalization of sports betting. We told the fantasy football people a long time ago, if they could have put all their money behind that, we could have had it legal even quicker.
They could have got on the train with us.
You could have been on the train with us.
You missed the bus.
And you guys would have had the biggest sports books in the nation, but instead, you went a different route. But we're very well, it's about to be legal. I mean, I've set my whole business up for it to be legal. And yes, we know that my company's going to be 20 times as big as it is now. I don't think we need anybody calling us
telling us that.
To let us know that. I mean, it's real simple. It becomes legal in New Jersey, then it goes to New York, Cali. So let's just say 15 states. No matter where you are, you're a sports bettor. So you think you know what you're doing. You go to the sports book, you place a couple bets, you lose. Then what do, Skip?
Call us.
You get on the internet and call us.
Yeah.
You get on the internet, who's the first face you see?
Ours.
Why? 11 episodes on CNBC. 150 fucking plus podcasts. #1 documented individual on the Business Financial Network. We're in a plateau on our own. We deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world, and we just want to embrace and we want to thank everybody that's making sports betting legal in New Jersey, because it's going to set a platform, and mark my words, for what we say, Skip, another 11 states back to back to back.
Oh, at least.
Within 60 days, though.
Well, I would say definitely within 6 months to a year, there'll be at least 15 to 20 states that you'll be able to legally make a sports wager.
Which without like being...
God bless America.
I was just going to say, without being cocky and all that, like literally, what is that? What do you think that'll do? Like 5 times your income?
I mean,
I'm
listen,
just being honest with you.
Listen, I do very well now working 4 to 5 hours a day. Once
4
that happens,
a
Steve,
figure.
once that happens, I'm probably going to cut back to about
2 hours.
2 hours a day. And about 3 times
And be
as much
happy
money.
with like $2 million a year and go back. How could I be? It's just like the text I sent you. How the fuck could I be mad, dude? Oh my God. Anyway, we got a great show. These people probably want to hear some shit about sports, huh?
Hey, we're just sitting here rambling, man. If you don't like it, turn it the fuck off.
I love your attitude, Skip. You're either with us or against us, plain and fucking simple. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, January 26th, VIP Sports Podcast is coming live and direct from Las Vegas at our office here at VIP Sports in our new state-of-the-art studio, sponsored by our boys over there at betonline.ag, as you know, Big Skipper. 26th to be exact, Friday, 2018, podcast 153.
Wow.
Time to make a few hundred G.
Exactly.
Shows brought to you every week on a one-week basis. Want to shout out everybody out there on YouTube that's been following us from the beginning. We love you. Everybody that's been following us since Money Talks. We've done this sports betting show to make the sports betting legal in every city and state, Skip, and it looks like we're doing our goddamn job.
We're doing great.
Hats off to you too, brother. We've been fighting for a big cause, and as you know, our podcast is organic. We don't pay for views. We don't advertise. Although a lot of motherfuckers pay to get under us, boy.
Yeah, you ain't lying. It's about as natural as that joint you're smoking.
Oh, natural. It's like tits. I mean, you got to like them natural. No additives, no preservatives.
Tickling my throat. I love it.
Tickling your throat. It's going to raise your balls, give your butt cheeks a little clench.
Tickle my nuts.
Yeah, it's going to have you real pumped up. Anyway, Skip, like I said, we got a great show for you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, last week, I had no idea we were going to have the overwhelming success about the foods. You know what I mean?
People like talking about food.
So do I. And I never really thought about it of something that I can eat every day. But we had a lot of feedback on food and what our fans never get tired of eating.
Well, you asked that question like on a cuff, on the spur of the moment.
Right.
I didn't have a whole lot of time to sit
I
around.
didn't either.
My answer was great, though, and I'm keeping the answer. The ham pot pie from Mama, man, fucking...
Every single day?
Oh, fucking every day.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, the number one answer, of course, was pussy. Something someone would like eating every day. A good old clean puss.
Yeah.
Your girl.
Tried
your
to
wife.
eat the pussy last night. Got scratched in the face.
Well, yeah, and like I said, you don't want to beat me up. Like I said, you don't want it fighting back. You want it to lay there and let you be in control.
Yeah, you don't want that shit fighting back.
You don't want a scratchy pussy. That's for fucking sure.
Fucking cats.
Oh, fuck. But anyway, a lot of fans, a few things that you guys never get tired of eating, and I got to agree on a lot of this shit. Pat's Philly's cheesesteak, Skip.
Oh, yeah.
In-N-Out Burger. Even though you guys probably think I'm a weirdo, I can't stand In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, not a huge fan.
I hate the sauce, and I never go there. But believe me, I know I'm a weirdo. Everyone in my family loves it. I don't like soggy fries. I ain't into it.
The fries are okay. They're natural cut if you eat them right there when they're hot. If you get them in a bag and take it home, fuck, it's horrible.
You're fucked.
It's horrible, yeah.
You'll have more grease on your face than
Not a huge fan of In-N-Out. I can do without it.
Nah. All right. What about New York pizza every day?
Well, New York pizza is fucking the best.
I can eat.
Yeah, you can eat that all day.
I prefer Sicilian, but I can eat New York pizza every day.
Yeah.
Roast beef wraps.
I'm a thin crust guy all the way.
This guy right here, he must be used to chilling in the woods and shit. Canadian jerky.
Oh man, the right beef jerky. Shout out to Wild Bill's beef jerky back there in Pennsylvania. That's some good shit, dude.
Well, Alien beef jerky right up the street's legit as well. But like I said, as the one meal to eat every day, beef jerky?
Fuck no.
No, I was gonna say I wouldn't have that at all. That's gonna give you a
beef
stomach
jerky's
ache.
good with some beer when you're watching the game.
Yeah.
It's not something I'd be calling for as my last meal on death row.
This is one I have to agree with. El Pollo Loco, which, like I said, we eat all the time around here.
Not a huge fan of the crazy chicken.
And another guy says nachos.
Nachos? Not your daddy?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're going to nacho right with a stomach ache and a shitter.
Yeah, I'll pass on the nachos. You'd be shitting jalapenos all day.
Is there a certain something special that you cook up for yourself or others that's one of your favorite dishes besides what your wife makes? Or
I cook up a lot of fucking winners for my clients.
I love your fucking attitude. I was just going to say,
that's about the only
I cook bookies on a fucking regular.
Yeah, the only thing I'm fucking cooking up is some winners.
That's what we said. We were at the tailgate party, you and I, not too long ago. They're like, yeah, we're cooking up, having a tailgate party. We've been cooking bookies all fucking day, bitch. All week, all weekend, we're going to cook some more today. Anyway, we got a great show for you today. A few fans, James Mitchell, Jake Farmer commented about the Golden Knight odds, Skipper.
Yes.
You and I were going to make a bet. I couldn't pull you into the bet.
I'm glad I didn't because I wasn't 100% sure.
Listen, I want to let you know you're undefeated on the show.
Right. Well, I don't know why I was thinking.
Right. You are undefeated.
I'm pretty good.
153 episodes.
When you and I make bets on the show,
you win.
I've been winning.
Well, about
I wasn't sure about that one. That's why I didn't come, that's why I didn't jump in the water there.
I
thought it was around 80 to 1, but apparently it was 200, right?
The funny thing is, you're the one that gave me the fucking odds. You told me they were 200 when they came out.
That could be.
Anyway, Mitchell gave us a link to the article having the Golden Knights at a 200 to 1. They say if the Golden Knights win the Stanley Cup, Skip,
Sportsbooks will be in big trouble.
William Hill will be ready to shut down. They got millions and millions of payouts if that is the case. Unfortunately, I love my team. There's a lot of guys out there, superstitious-wise, that are into the gambling gods and all the bullshit. For instance, when the Boston Marathon blew up, Patriots won. When Houston had the tragedy, they won the championship. When Hurricane Katrina hit, the New Orleans Saints won.
The Hurricane came to Houston, the Astros won the World Series.
When they came to Houston, the Astros won the World Series. They're saying that we had a major tragedy out here. So you never know. I mean,
I never looked at it that way. That's a fucked up way of looking at it.
It's a terrible look away.
It's kind of bizarre the way that works.
Well, and if you guys have never thought about it like that. Like if you look at it, the championship goes to the tragedy situation. And Las Vegas definitely had a major tragedy.
My theory's always been when there's a new stadium built for a team, within 3 years, that team usually is, if they don't win the championship game, they're in it. It almost happened to the Vikings this year.
The Vikings? Let me paint a bigger picture for you. Las Vegas, Nevada.
Absolutely. That falls into my system.
People don't know a fucking thing about hockey. Guy like me, I went to the game. I was bored. I told you I got so drunk in the 3 hours, the game was too long. I'd rather go to college basketball. I love my nights, and I'm going to the game. I'm getting into it now. But if we weren't a winning team, if we weren't champions,
you wouldn't be able to sit there for 3 periods.
No, listen. No. And we started out at 0-15, there would be no support.
No.
The franchise would be done, and it would be over. And that is a motherfucking fact. So can you put out a franchise team that goes 0-15 because you're dooming the team before it starts? So, number one, you have to make sure they win. But at the same time, these motherfuckers are studs just kicking ass.
It's been an amazing buzz for the city. I mean, it's just the Vegas Knights have taken this city over.
Yes,
I mean, everywhere you go, everyone's got a hat on, a T-shirt. Everyone's talking about it at the bars.
Well, because we're winning.
They're fucking for real. Yeah, I get your point, and you're 100% right.
If we were losing, people would have shirts that say
fuck you, Vegas Knights. Yeah, what are you, hockey in Vegas? Fuck you, this is the desert.
It's just, yes, correct. And that's why I say I can't wait for UNLV.
No, it's taking over the city. People fucking are ecstatic. I mean, it's the biggest talk in the city.
Raiders.
And the tickets are fucking outrageous.
Yes, they are. Las Vegas is going to back the Raiders up like there's no fucking tomorrow.
No doubt.
If there's any worries, if you think the fans they're going to show up, it's going to be sold out, and it's going to be like a Hollywood premiere every game out here in Las Vegas. Plain and fucking simple.
I agree.
Today's show, obviously, we're going to go over the stat of the week. Skipper's going to go over lately. We talked for about 2.5 hours. What I'm releasing. You want to talk to a little bit about what we're going to preview later, what I'm going to release?
This weekend?
The dogs.
The dogs have been barking, and we're going to go over that here in a second. The dogs have been absolutely insane, whether it's the NFL playoffs, the NBA.
Oh, the NBA, there's more. The dogs have been barking. I mean,
might as well just talk about it right now. I mean, in the NBA from Sunday, this past Sunday till Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 18-0. The dogs in the NBA. 18-0. For 3 straight days, not one favorite covered in the NBA. I've never seen that. I've been around sports betting for fucking 35 years. I've never fucking seen that.
It blew my mind.
18 straight dogs in the NBA. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
You think Johnny the Dog Bono over there
Johnny the Dog Bono, one a dear friend of mine.
You think he was on that road? Because all he does is bet dogs.
One of the greatest fucking NFL handicappers in the world.
Well, he won the Hilton Championship, didn't he? Or he came second twice?
Second place.
Right.
He was in the top 10 like 3 times.
A pimp won it this year.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out to Pimp and Ken or whatever the fuck your name is, homie. Whatever kush you were smoking.
I'm Jack the Track's buddy.
Yeah, no, right? Jack the Track, good friend of Jack the Track.
Shout out, congratulations, man. You're knocking the Hilton down.
Get that motherfucking money,
congratulations. But anyway, shout out to Johnny the Dog Bono. The dogs have definitely been barking. He must be cleaning the fuck up because he's a dog player.
NFL championship recap. We'll go over it a little bit, but I don't think we should do too much until next week. Do you?
Let's finish with the
NBA.
Real quick. Speaking of the dogs, 18 straight dogs in the NBA. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, not one favorite. In the NFL, there's been 10 postseason games so far, 10 playoff games. 9 out of 10 games the dogs have covered. 9 dogs, only one favorite is covered in the NFL postseason this year, and that was Steve's NFL playoff game of the year, the Patriots. against the Titans. The only favorite that covered the entire postseason, and that's the game we had the 6 figures on. Go figure. But anyway, speaking of the dogs, I'm setting up what you wanted me to set up. Steve's releasing his college basketball dog of the month this Saturday.
Yes,
I'll tell you how you can get it in just a little bit. In the environment where dogs are just barking everywhere.
Well, there's value in dogs also.
Absolutely. College basketball dog of the month goes this Saturday. It's a game you don't want to miss. I'll tell you how you can get it in just a few minutes.
You want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. If you're looking for a free pick, don't even think about it. You can go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have packages for all size, shapes of sports bettors. College students, we love you, but we prefer you go on down the road. VIP Sports is looking for guys that are established, looking to bet anywhere from $500 to $500,000 a game. We deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world. We're not looking to deal with a college guy's bankroll of $300. I mean, don't get me wrong. We have packages for you, but don't call looking for the Steve or the Big Skipper because we're dealing with big guys. And you guys out there in the stock market right now, the coin currencies went to a little flop a little bit. Oil and gas is kind of topped off. One thing about sports betting, our money fucking comes in every motherfucking day.
It's there every day, every week, every month.
We pull in 300-400% a fucking week, Skip. And if you're going to tell me you're doing that in the stock market, I got 2 nuts you can fucking suck on.
No disrespect to the college kids. Listen, if you got a $300 bankroll,
I'm going to send you to one of my guys, and then you can work your way up to us.
Yeah, keep building it up, man. Just keep chipping away at $50 a game and get it. Once you get it up to about $1,500 or $2,000, give me a call, and I'll show you how to flip that.
Skip, why don't you look into the camera and tell the people out there the type of client you're looking for.
Here's what I'm looking for this weekend. I'm looking for 10 to 20 new guys that have a minimum $5,000 bankroll that want to flip that to $20,000 before Super Bowl Sunday.
So a guy that has a $5,000 bankroll.
A minimum $5,000 bankroll, and you're looking to flip that to $20,000 by Super Bowl Sunday, which is in 9 days. If you're that guy, 877-220-6540, and let's flip $5,000 into $20,000 by Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay.
877-220-6540.
Quick question.
And we'll start it by pounding this college basketball dog of the month.
Quick question. Because the guy's going to ask you, you know you're going to have a smart-ass people, which not smart-ass people.
I love smart-ass people.
Me too. Because like
I'm
one
of them.
Me too. Anyway, guy says, all right, I'm going to put $5,000 in an account. You're going to help me turn 5 to 20. What do you charge for that? $2,500 a week? $5,000? I mean, people are going to ask like, Skip, okay, I got a $5 bankroll. You're going to help me turn that to $20,000. Are you going to charge a $2,500 initiation and work commission? What would you charge for something like that?
Well, what I would
because I don't want a guy calling offering you $100. Tell the people out there the type of client, the hedge fund guy, the bankers, like the guys that you deal with, Skip.
What I will do in that
give me your top 5 clients that you love to have.
Well, what I will do, you're asking me 6 different questions there. What I would do, I don't want to scare anybody off, okay? So what I'd like to say is this. If you've never had an account with us before and you want to come on board and flip that $5,000 into $20,000.
What do you charge?
Oh, I will charge you, believe it or not, you're going to be surprised by this. I'm going to charge you a one-time membership fee of $250. That's it, to get on board, to become a member, and then we're going to work strictly on commission on the money that you make, okay? I'm not going to ask you for a single penny.
So the bookie pays.
I'm not going to ask you for a single cent that we haven't made you or we don't deserve. And you got my word as a businessman and a gentleman on that. So if you want to take a very small initiation fee of $250, which is a one-time membership fee, and take that $5,000 and flip it into 20, or I'll take your 10 and flip it into 40 by Super Bowl Sunday, then damn it, give me a call. I don't know what you're waiting for.
I love it. I love your attitude. If you're watching this podcast on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit that little bell.
Yeah.
That way you get alerts. You get alerted to every one of our podcasts. We got the podcast. We're going to do the Motivation 101s. We got the Rolls Royce cams. We got all sorts of videos. Skip and I are going to start delivering to you for the new year because we're positive, we're motivated, and we're ready to get you more money than you've ever made in your motherfucking life.
Amen, brother.
Period. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate the thumbs up. Make sure you give us that thumbs up. You have anything to say, we'll get back with you immediately.
Let's do it.
Want to welcome all the new listeners from around the world on the Podcast One Network to the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast. We're excited to be bringing you into our life Steve Stevens and the Big Skipper, people that bet big and, more importantly, live larger. Our podcast is all about the legalization of sports betting, but more importantly, myself, a third-generation born and raised guy here in Las Vegas, along with Skip, guy that's been in the business for 20 years. We were on CNBC, documented as the #1 sports consultant. I am the best sports consultant money can buy, and I'm bringing you into my life of a guy that actually bets 5 and 6 figures, a guy that deals with the biggest sports bettors in the world and allowing you to make more money and get your little piece of the pie. Because at the end of the day, it's a $1 trillion industry, and you deserve your fair share, don't you?
Absolutely.
I fucking think that you
Let's
do.
get into that fucking stat of the week and tell them something that they need to hear, Steve.
I sure will. Download new episodes every Thursday on the Podcast One app, Apple Podcasts, or podcastone.com. And if you're just listening to the podcast and not watching it, you're definitely missing out. Make sure you check us out on VIP Sports YouTube podcast all day fucking long.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Skip.
The VIP stat of the week is brought to you by betonline.ag. It's the web's most popular betting destination. Sign up for an account by using the promo code ALLDAY, and you'll get a 50% welcome bonus instantly added to your bankroll. With its management team that's been together since 1991, betonline.ag offers wagering on nearly every single sport and event possible. Once you're in the action, you'll see firsthand why betonline.ag has an A+ rating, including the earliest opening lines in the business, the best live betting software in the industry, and most importantly, fast payouts. That's betonline.ag, because you can, brother.
All right, I want to just go over something real quick. Like I said, we're going to go over some stats. I don't think we should get into the Super Bowl all the way in detail yet because, as you know, DUIs, domestic violence, a lot of shit happens in the NFL.
Shit always happens the week of the Super Bowl.
I'm not going to go handicap something 2 weeks before the motherfucking game. You know what I mean? So we'll do that next week if you don't mind, all right?
We'll do our Super Bowl preview next week.
Let's go over some stats. 9 teams have won the Super Bowl with their backup quarterback, Skip.
Right.
Earl, you want to go over?
You want to go over that now or next week?
No, let's go over.
Let's do it.
Let's just go over that now, and then we'll get into all the deep shit next week.
Everybody's talking shit on Nick Foles. I don't fucking think so!
You called it. Skip, he said, fly, Eagles, fly, and sure enough, I got to give it to you, Skip. You've told me.
I was never worried about Folesy.
But listen, not only do we give information, but I mean, we know you're a Philly fan and you come from the heart, but
Fuck, I'm fired
everything
the fuck
you
up.
literally said about Foles came true.
I'm fired
The
fuck
guy
up.
came out there like a goddamn all-star.
Fucking beast, man. This guy's a fucking starter in the league, man.
Let's
Best backup in the fucking league. I was never worried. Little concerned, never really worried.
Tell me the list of the 9 people that
9 teams have won the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. Earl Morrall, back in Super Bowl 5, winner. Roger, the Dodgers stallback, Super Bowl 16. He was a backup when he won Super Bowl 16.
Roger, I had no
Came in, won the fucking game. The rest is history. Hall of Famer.
Who was Terry Bradshaw coming
Terry
behind?
fucking Bradshaw was a backup.
Baby Blue Eyes.
Super Bowl number 9. He came in and took the team to a championship as a backup quarterback. Terry Bradshaw.
Jim Plunkett.
You think he's a fucking Hall of Famer?
Oh, he's a superstar. Jim Plunkett.
Plunkett.
Super Bowl 15. Doug Williams.
These are some big-ass names, dude. These are all guys that were backup quarterbacks that came in the Super Bowl as a backup and won the game.
I was just going to say, not only are they backup quarterback, but these are legendary.
These are Hall of Famers,
MVP,
dude.
Hall of Fame, super fucking stars.
Yeah.
Doug Williams, all these guys have made history. If I'm not mistaken, Doug Williams, first black quarterback.
Yes, sir.
I mean, there's history here all day long.
Tampa Bay all day, every day.
Holy fuck. Jim Plunkett, Doug Williams, Super Bowl 22. Jeff Hostetler, Super Bowl 20.
Jeff Hostetler. There's a name from the past.
Kurt Warner, Super Bowl 34.
Kurt Warner, bagging groceries one day, winning Super Bowl 34 the next day.
Trent Dilfer, Super Bowl 30.
Trent Dilfer.
All right, what's up with Tom Brady?
And then the one and only Tom Brady, Super Bowl 36, came in as a backup to your boy fucking Drew, right?
New York Jets got their own torture, started in 2001 when Mo Lewis knocked Drew Bledsoe out of not only a game, but his job in week number 2. Brady, 6th-round draft pick and former 4th starting quarterback, led the Patriots.
He was a 4th-string quarterback.
4th-string quarterback.
6th-round draft pick. We all know the Brady story.
11-3 record.
Yeah, we're going to fucking give him an ending this.
And the rest of the way, truck rule game and the stunning upset of
The
Kurt
fucking
Warner.
tuck rule. You remember the tuck rule.
Great show on turf in the Super Bowl. And the rest of they say is history, my
The
friend.
Rams were called the greatest show on turf with Kurt Warner They had a high-scoring offense. I got to tell you, Steve, I have nightmares about that fucking game. It was the largest wager I'd ever made on a sporting event.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was at Treasure Island on the Strip for that game in the sports book.
Oh, fuck.
3 sheets to the win. With my grandfather, rest his soul. $33,000.
You talking about your grandpa that actually passed away over with the baddest view of Vegas?
Died in the penthouse at Caesar's Palace on the top floor. Yeah.
I didn't mean to bring it up, but he died. He went out like
he went out like a fucking true boss.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
Goddamn right. That gave me chills.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You threw me off there, bro.
Biggest bet ever.
Yeah. Largest bet ever, $33,000. At the time, it was the biggest bet I've ever made on Kurt Warner and the greatest show on turf. And that Brady motherfucker came in and pissed all over my $30,000 ticket.
I think that's
I'll never forget that
That's the reason why you hate the motherfucker.
I'll never forget that fucking game.
I wondered why you had no love for Brady over the last few years, as long as I've known
There's
you,
the secret, yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk a little bit about Super Bowl, but we're going to do that next week. More importantly, college basketball is making more money than you possibly could fucking imagine. NBA is in full effect. Hockey is kicking ass and taking names.
They're on the All-Star break this weekend.
Yeah, All-Star break is coming. That's why I say all the focus right now is in college basketball. Grab your pen and a piece of paper. We're going to show you how to hit 80% like we've done for 150 fucking 3 episodes of money making right after the break. You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle.
BetDSI.com. Over 20 years in business, A+ rated and fast and free payment of winnings with odds on all sports and global events. Get a free $25 right now to try the site and a 100% bonus on your first deposit. Go to BetDSI.com now because it's only a game until you bet it.
Like, he don't get fucking drunk. After 2 or 3 beers, he's finished.
Well, that's a lot of older people. Still a great dude, though.
Yeah, it's tough hanging out with my brother when we don't have anything in fucking common anymore besides fucking the Eagles.
They like the picture on Instagram.
Yeah, well, he's cool. But, I mean, like I said, he doesn't smoke. He won't drink more than 2 or 3 fucking beers. He doesn't fucking gamble. I mean, he's like a stiff, man. It's like a box of fucking, what do you say, a box of Apple Jacks?
Square as a box.
He's a good dude, man.
Square as a box of Apple
Military guy, fucking.
Green as a frog.
Yeah, he's an outdoorsman, man. He hunts and fishes. That's all he does, man.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. El Scorcho, a.k.a. Bookie Killer. Sitting here with the big skipper, letting you guys know how to get this goddamn money. We told you guys a little bit in the first half, a little bit about our personal life. More importantly, college basketball is where all the money is. So we're going to get right into a little recap of last week. And I think we save football for next week and get right into this basketball.
Let's get into this.
That's where we're making 6 figures right now. Fair enough?
Well, we'll pat ourselves on the back. This is the pat yourself on the back section.
The pat on the back section is sponsored to you by Paperhead.com. Hit the ground running. Start your own business with the best player software management in the business. Paperhead.com. And today, they are offering exclusive Bookie Bootcamp, Skipper.
There it is.
Which will show you how to be your own boss and start making some real money. Jot down the link appearing on your screen or go to Paperhead.com, sign up for the 14-day Bookie Bootcamp, where you'll also get 50% off Paperhead's stellar platform, get the auctionable lessons to build your business right away, and get the resource to help you grow your empire directly from the people who pioneered it. This offer is exclusive for the fans of the VIP Sports Podcast, so act now. And if you're like myself, Steve Stevens, and you bet big and live larger, there's no better place than paperhead.com. Fair enough?
Fair enough. What did we tell them last week?
Buddy, I said if you're betting the Patriots and you're giving up 9, that might be tough to get, my friend. I said that they would win the game, but -9 would be very tough. I'm just saying what I said.
Right.
We also said the total has gone under, and 6 of the Patriots' last 7 conference championships games, Skip.
Yeah, guess what happened?
Game went under 46 points, and the Patriots won outright.
Go figure.
Guess what I also said?
They didn't cover.
I also said that the under would come in the Minnesota game, which we lost.
Right.
So I'm sorry that we gave out 3 winners and 1 loss. For those guys out there on our dick trying to fucking hate on us giving you 75, 80% winners for free when we fucking charge for our information.
Not to mention...
This isn't a fucking... we didn't build a $100,000 studio, make millions of dollars, dedicate our life to sports betting, to come fucking play games and give you free games. It's how we make money.
This is not a soup kitchen.
Yeah, we sell our information. So, you know, be a little bit more thankful when we give you this type of information.
Not to mention what we said about the Eagles game last week.
What'd you say, Skip?
We said the Eagles have been home dogs in the postseason 4 previous times and won each of those games outright. We also said the Eagles were 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games in the playoffs as an underdog. We told you that the Vikings were 3-11 against the spread the last 14 times they played the Eagles. He pretty much gave you the Eagles on the fucking money line last week. He pretty much just spelled it out for you.
What the
we
fuck?
did like the under, which didn't come in. 1 too many touchdowns. However, the Eagles money line, cha-ching, winner, winner, chicken fucking dinner.
Let's get right down to business. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your pen and a piece of paper.
This is a great section, folks.
We're going to get into the basketball segment. We're going to tell you who the fuck you need to be betting on and who you don't. We're going to get back into what teams are 6-figure teams and what teams are foreclosure teams. We're going to show you how to make more money betting college basketball than you do at your own job if you listen. Don't forget, if you do it our way, you'll get our results. If you do it your way, you'll get your results. And last time I checked, you weren't world famous, documented on CNBC.
This college basketball segment right here, not only is it brought to you by BetDSI, it's extremely full. It's just packed with knowledge. Get a pen and a piece of paper. This is going to make you a lot of money.
Let's get into college basketball, like you said, brought to you by BetDSI, operating for more than 20 years. BetDSI.com is an A+ rated, offers fast payment winnings with all odds on all sports and global events, from the player who demands it all, including office pools, poker rooms, horse wagering, skill games, the whale bettor who needs a no-nonsense, high-limit sports book. BetDSI.com is the perfect choice. So if you're looking for the best solution to place your action, get your BetDSI.com. Use the promotional code CHEDDAR. Once again, use the promotional code CHEDDAR. Get a free $25 wager and the house 200% bonus on your first deposit.
Sweet.
That's the promotional code CHEDDAR. BetDSI.com, where it's only a game until you bet it.
Right.
Let's get right down to business, Skip. We previewed one team, Purdue. We said Purdue has covered 7 of their last 10 games against the spread.
Last week, last podcast.
Including 2 in a row. Also, Purdue played to the under in 5 straight games. We said Purdue was -11 against Iowa. Guess what the result was, Skip?
They hammered the fucking Hawkeyes.
No, they pompled.
Yeah.
They fucking destroyed. They opened up a can of whoop ass. They fucking hammered.
It was a Big Ten fucking smackdown as Purdue fucking smashed the Iowa Hawkeyes by 23 fucking points.
87-64.
And a dead under.
And a dead under to the 153. 2 more winners. So hold on. We got to get one of those bells, Skip. You know, the ching ching.
Ding, 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 ding,
because
ding, ding.
Any smart ass that was on the podcast, that puts them at 5-1, what we did last week. Yes or no?
Pretty much. We took you 3-1 in football on the podcast.
And 2-0 in
and
that.
told you Purdue in the under was a solid move.
So grab your pen and a piece of paper and listen. Enough tooting our own horn. Skip, we're going to get right down to it.
We can never fucking toot your horn enough.
No, we can't. But you guys toot my horn enough, I'm going to end up nutting on you. So be careful. You can only stroke me for so long before you get blasted on. You know what I'm saying? So stay aggressive and only call me if you're fucking focused on making big money, not childish fucking bullshit.
Absolutely.
Let's get right into the Big Sky. Well, how about this? Let's go over some conferences for these people, and we'll tell them who's hot and who's not and who they need to be fucking playing, okay?
Let's start off with who's hot, and we're gonna go over a couple particular conferences, okay? So we'll start out in the Big Sky Conference. Who's hot in the Big Sky, Steve?
Well, you told me Montana Grizzlies.
Oh.
They're motherfucking biting motherfucker like any Grizzly Bears. It's crazy, but they're crazy hot. They've won their 13th straight game with a win last night.
Yep.
Against the spread.
13 in a row.
Oh, my God.
I'd say that's hot.
Yeah, they are. I don't know how good they're doing against the spread, though, Skip.
13 straight wins against the spread.
What is this? Overall against the spread?
Overall, they're 14-4. 13 straight.
That comes out to high 80.
It's insane.
That's a team right there.
They're undefeated against the spread at home.
So do me a favor. Write this down, guys. Montana Grizzlies. These motherfuckers right now are covering against the spread like you have no idea.
6-0 ATS at home.
They were 12-0 against the spread till last night, where they won another game where they went to 13 straight.
They blew out Southern Utah last night at home, 71-47.
Write that down and circle it.
They won by 24. They were laying 17.
Montana's huge. Let's go to the Southern Conference, Skip.
The Southern Conference. I guarantee you don't know shit about the Southern Conference.
Nobody does.
So listen up.
No, nobody fucking does.
I'm sick of this fucking shit.
So am I.
If you ain't listening to this shit and you ain't calling me and you ain't making money, I'm fucking sick of it. What do I got to do for you?
All you fucking whales, all you fucking hedge fund people, all you oil tycoons, all you real estate investors, business owners, where are you, dude?
8,000 people watched and listened to this podcast just on YouTube alone, let alone Bet Online and iTunes, Podcast One. We're all over the fucking place. Twitter, Instagram. Last week, I only had 64 people call in for the promotion. Shame on you.
I know. When we were averaging 100 plus, we've never been down to
I got 12,000 fucking people listening to this podcast, and if I don't get that phone to ring at least 250 times, you people are sleeping. And I'm getting pissed off.
Southern Conference, East Tennessee State, Skip, just snapped an amazing 11 straight winning streak against the spread and one push. Write this down, ladies and gentlemen. East Tennessee State. If you tell me you know about the school, this, that, and the other, you're full of shit.
Covered 11
You can lie to me, just don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, you don't know shit about East Tennessee State, but we do.
Yeah, we know all about it, okay? These guys that call you from New York, or a guy that's calling you out of his underwear that has a fixed game and knows a guy that knows a guy that knows another guy, that guy don't know shit about East Tennessee State. I can tell you that right now. Anyway, guys.
The Buccaneers are 13-3 overall against the spread.
Yes, they are.
They're 8-1 on the road.
90%. They win on the road.
And they cover.
5-2.
They cover on the road.
5-2 at home. The Buccaneers just lost against the spread, but keep an eye out on them. East Tennessee State in the Southern Conference has made a lot of people, including myself, money, and will make you money.
They won 11 straight against the spread. Heaven forbid they lost their last one.
These are the type of games when you pay for our service and you call us that you get.
We specialize in small schools.
We don't just give out fucking high-end football games. There was a lot of people mad at us on Sunday when we had 2 major basketball fucking games Saturday and only one play in the NFL.
You got to go where the money is.
Yes.
Okay? And the money in college basketball is in these smaller conferences, in these smaller schools. The Big Sky Conference, Montana.
What's next? What, talking like Missouri Valley? I mean, who the fuck has been?
The Southern Conference, East Tennessee State. You don't know shit about this.
Skip, what about East? Well, tell them about the Missouri Valley.
In the Missouri Valley Conference, Loyola Chicago could be a team to put on the watch list, Steve.
I'd say so.
The Ramblers
are rambling like a motherfucker.
They absolutely fucking smoked Drake more than you smoked that joint in the beginning of this podcast.
That is a fucking fact.
The Loyola Chicago Ramblers smoked Drake University Wednesday night by 23 points and covered a spread of 2. Are you kidding me? The line was fucking 2. They won by 23. Would you like a piece of that?
What do you mean? They blasted Valparaiso by 26 right before that.
They blasted all over the face of Valparaiso.
And won 6 straight against the spread before that. So
unbelievable.
Loyola Chicago, write that down and put a circle around it.
The Ramblers.
We just gave you 3 games that you don't have a fucking clue about.
You had no clue about any of those.
You didn't know these stats. You didn't know none of that. Shout out to my boy Noah.
Let's go somewhere where you might actually pay attention. The Pac-12, a bigger conference.
Hopefully you know a little bit.
Who's hot in the Pac-12, Steve?
Stanford, Skip, stated horribly against the spread.
They started out terrible.
But the Cardinal has reeled of 6 wins in a row against the spread.
6 straight covers.
They're hot as fish grease right now, hot as a pistol, hotter than Chloe K's pussy at an NBA game. I'm talking about hot as it fucking gets.
6 straight covers for the Stanford Cardinals.
Overall, still recovering from a rough start. Don't get me wrong.
They started out horrible.
But it's just like baseball. You don't bet baseball a team due to win. You bet who's hot, and you bet fucking trends.
Well, shout out to Stanford for playing some tougher teams during the non-conference season in the beginning of the year. That's what happened there.
Well, and then
and they weren't covering.
Correct.
Now they're back into the conference, and
Schedule.
they've covered 6 straight games.
So, like I said, write that down and circle it.
Stanford Cardinals.
Stanford is hot. Stanford Cardinals. USC could be heating up.
Yes.
As winners of 4 in a row against the spread.
Keep an eye on them. They're making money, Steve.
Well, look, they're 12 and 6, Skip, is 66%. Ladies and gentlemen, the best in the world before myself, before I proved. See, when we went to CNBC and they documented us for 4 years, now it's been 8 total. They said that they thought 66% was the best ever, and it was
66% phenomenal.
And humanly impossible to do anything else. Like I said, we have broke the mold and do better than that, but 66% is making twice what you win.
You're making huge money at 66%.
You're winning twice what you're losing.
Yeah.
Real fucking simple.
You win 2 out of 3 bets, man. You're making big fucking money.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So they're 12 and 6.
USC 12 and 6 against the spread as a favorite this year.
Watch out for USC in any kind of tournament action, as the Trojans are 4-0 against the spread and neutral game sites.
Okay, so when they play on a neutral site,
they win.
They've covered all 4 times.
They're 100%.
They're 12 and 6 against the spread, which is 67% when they're a favorite.
So
and they've covered 4 straight.
Correct. So USC's not a team to be playing every day, even though they've won 4. However, you pick your spots with these motherfuckers. Yeah. It's a no-brainer. You can make a lot.
Listen, Trojans are not just for on your penis.
Yeah, they're not just.
They're for making money. They're for making money.
They're not just for fucking your girl. They're for fucking your bookie too.
Exactly.
Let's get right down to the ACC, which is another conference a lot of people know about. Skip, you know about Virginia a lot more than I.
Oh yeah.
Do.
Hey, Virginia's for lovers, bro.
Well, there's nothing to do in Virginia but cook. So
Virginia's for lovers. In the ACC, Virginia is playing in a highly competitive ACC, I might add.
Well,
they're putting in some hard work over there, dude. They've won 4 straight games against the spread. They're 13 and 3 against the spread when they're a favorite, and 14 and 3 against the spread overall. The last 17 plays, 7 and 3 against the spread at home, and 4 and 1 against the spread when they go out on the road. Wow, it's a lot tougher. It's a lot tougher covering the spread when you play a schedule like Virginia does in the ACC. However, they're getting it done. Virginia is not just for lovers. Virginia's for cash and fucking tickets.
We don't go over every single fucking game on the board. We don't go over every stat. One thing about us, we literally tell you who to bet and who to stay away from, and we bring you 75% or more every fucking podcast.
It's unbelievable.
Nobody can do what we do, guys. I mean, no one even debates us anymore, though. It's fucked up. We don't even get no more haters. Because,
how can you?
Well, it's because it's on record. Like I love when somebody says, "Where are you documented?"
With my bookie. Yeah, why don't you ask him how the fuck I'm doing?
153 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to prove shit to anybody. If you're not calling us right now for that fucking college basketball dog of the month this weekend, if you don't call me Saturday morning between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Pacific time, because that game goes later in the day on Saturday. If you don't call me at 877...
You haven't even gave it out.
877-220-6540, college basketball, dog of the month, this fucking Saturday. If you don't call me, shame on you. There's something wrong with your mind.
That's right. Well, you don't like money.
You must absolutely hate money.
If you don't like money, you don't like us. Metro Atlantic, ladies and gentlemen.
Another conference you don't know shit about.
Canisius. Golden motherfucking Griffins in the house.
You didn't know that either.
Won 4 straight against the spread. Guess what, guys? They're 7-0 and undefeated at home against the fucking spread.
Wow, Canisius does not fucking lose against the spread at home.
Canisius, write that down and
7-0 at home.
They're looking to fuck your nieces and bet Canisius.
And get down on your knees
and take this feastus. They're 13-5 overall against the spread.
We're fucking on fire today.
But 4-5 away.
Yeah.
So this is a team.
Careful,
Skip,
listen up.
You got to bet this team at home.
Right.
They don't. It's a team that you don't even fuck with on the road. But ladies and gentlemen, these are teams that you don't even know. You know what I mean?
You don't know shit about.
I mean, we're not going to go to the point, the dominator, and let the game pick you and bet Bethune-Cookman over when they don't even put a total on the game. We stick to realistic shit that you can actually make money on. beware. There's a lot of frauds out there. Just because someone advertises on scores and odds or this, that, and the other doesn't mean they know anything about sports. We're licensed and bond in the state of Nevada. $50,000 bond to Sports Consult, $50,000 bond to telemarket every city and state. A little bit different than a guy on Twitter in his underwear or a telephone tough guy at home on his computer or some little dick guy text message you sending emails who don't have a fucking clue about sports and they're fucking off your money. Free could be the most expensive word in the world. Someone texts you a free game and you lose $500 on it. Can you tell me what part of free that was, Skip?
It's extremely expensive.
Okay.
A guy texts you. The problem is, this guy will text you. He'll text 50 people Villanova, and the next 50 people he'll text Georgetown.
He's only
the only fucking problem is they're playing each other.
He's only selling a package for $50. The guy's only looking to make $200 a day.
Unbelievable.
$1,000 a week in his underwears, taking care of his wife's crank habit, taking care of his heroin habit, and it's paying the Motel 6 bill and Top Ramen and Taco Bell for a night.
Fucking crank habit and Taco Bell and Top Ramen.
All right, let's get back to the point because grab your pen, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best. No other podcast on Podcast One, no other podcast on YouTube gives you this crucial information that you can win with. Big 12, real fucking simple. Kansas State is beating the fuck out of people. 5 straight wins against the spread. Wildcats are 4-1 against the spread on the road. Skip has always said, I've always said, you got to win on the road. However,
be careful.
4-4 at home. They don't win at home. Don't bet K-State at home. However, on the road, they'll fucking whip ass.
Just like Canisius, you don't bet them when they go on the road.
What?
Kansas State only 4-4 at home against the spread.
You know I'm West Coast. Tell me about the Big East, Skip.
The Big East. Shout out to the Villanova Wildcats over there in Philly, my hometown. Villanova has 3 straight wins against the spread. The Wildcats are 13-6 against the spread overall this year, Steve. They're only 4-3 against the spread at home, 5-2 against the spread on the road. They're 13-6 against the spread when they're favored. They're favored every fucking game. Like USC, Villanova seems to, they like to put on a show in front of crowds because when they play on a neutral court,
they pound motherfuckers.
Just like USC, they cover. They're 4-1 against the spread on neutral courts.
I'll tell you, so write it down, Villanova. Let's go to the Sun Belt Conference. And goddamn,
another conference. You got no clue about the Sun Belt.
There's not another show out there that's going to break down the conference. Not only break down the conference, tell you the team that's going to make you all the fucking money and who to stay away from. Louisiana, Lafayette, heating up with 7 straight wins. 7 straight wins against the spread.
Covered their last 7 games.
You're getting fucking paid.
The Raging Cajuns covered their last 7 games, people.
You got to love the Raging Cajuns, Skip. Including a few games ago against Louisiana Monroe, Warhawks are 14.5 favorites and won by 34 points. So
they were laying 14 against their interstate rivalry, Louisiana Monroe.
Not only were they double-digit favorites, but
they
the fuck
out.
Pounded them by fucking 35.
How'd you like to be on a game where you're laying 14 and you win by fucking 34? I'm talking a no-brainer. I'm talking wire to wire, from start to finish. Not the kind of game where you're going to be sweating out a fucking three.
No.
You're not going to be sweating out a 3-point buzzer shot at the end of the game with games like this.
We're talking about an absolute blowout winner.
Like that college basketball dog of the month on Saturday.
You do like making money, right?
Right.
I mean, this is the type of game that'll put a smile on your face so big, you could eat a banana sideways. I mean, like I asked you, you do like making money, right?
Right.
Okay, sounds like you and I are going to get along very well. You've never had a problem paying someone that's made you money, have you?
Never.
Sounds like you just met your new best friend. Grab a pen and a piece of paper.
That's it. Raging Cajuns are 17-3 straight.
Write it down, guys.
17-3 straight up this year and 9-4 against the spread.
Superstars.
Overall. The Raging Cajuns won 7 straight games against the number.
You bet that team every game right now until they go cold. Real simple.
Wow.
Skip, talk about the Big Ten, please.
The Big Ten. We told you about Purdue last week, but look out because in the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, they're heating up. They took care of business Wednesday night. They were a 2-point dog at Rutgers, and they won. They covered. Nebraska has won 11 of their last 12 against the spread. Nebraska, 11-1 against the spread.
Cornhusking motherfuckers.
Unbelievable. They sit at 15-6 against the spread overall. At home, Nebraska is 8-2 against the spread and a solid 6-2 against the spread on the road. Here's a fucking team that's covering for you at home and on the road, and they've covered 11 out of their last fucking 12 games. Get paid, people.
I don't know what else to tell you. Now, look, Skip and I don't do anything negative. We've always told you, stay positive, stay motivated, have positive people around you. That's the only way you can go to the next level. However, it's our job to tell you who the fuck to stay away from. These are foreclosure teams that you stay the fuck away from. You don't want one of these fucking teams on your ticket at any time. any place, anytime soon. Okay?
Amen.
So, I mean, I have to tell you who the fuck to stay away from. Let's just start in the Big 12, a division that everybody bets, a strong division that people like. Listen, guys, Texas Tech, write this fucking down. 16-4 straight up and in first place. 16-4 straight up and in first place. But be careful because the fucking Red Raiders have 5 straight losses against the spread.
How many times do we tell you, you don't need to stay ahead, you need to beat the spread in order to get that head.
Goddamn right, Skip. We've said it.
They win games. The Red Raiders, they win. Texas Tech, they're in first place in the fucking Big 12 conference.
But guess what?
They don't cover.
They haven't covered their last 5 games. The bookmaker's still putting big lines on them. They don't really know how to adjust the spread right now on this particular team, Skip. Odds makers are a little bit confused on this particular situation.
In the ACC, tell them who's cold in the ACC.
Well, I wanted to finish out. Like I said, 16-4, they're not covering. They're not a team that you bet against. It's a team to stay the fuck away. Don't bet on them or bet against. ACC, Wake Forest, without any shadow of a doubt. Speaking and talk about a tough conference, I'd have to say the ACC is the toughest conference.
Pretty
what do
tough.
you think? Has lost 6 straight games against the spread.
Wow, Wake Forest. Wake up and smell the coffee already.
Well, they need Tim Duncan or Chris Paul to come help their fucking ass out.
Yeah, right?
Right now, they're completely fucked. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you stay away from Wake Forest. Do not bet on them. Do not bet against them. They will put you in the shithole.
They will put you in fucking foreclosure.
They are a foreclosure team. Write that down. I'm going to give you another foreclosure. Well, actually, Skip is in the Pac-12. Give another foreclosure team these people need to stay away from.
Arizona State in the Pac-12. They started off hot this year against the spread.
Yes, they did.
Be careful because the Sun Devils have lost 5 straight against the spread.
Including one last night.
Yeah, they went from hot in the beginning of the season to ice fucking cold. Lost 5 straight against the spread, like you said. Again, another loss last night. They're just 6-8-2 as a favorite this season. Do not lay points with Arizona State because chances are you'll lose your ass. And there's one more I want to add to the list before we head out of here, Steve. Our hometown UNLV Running Rebels.
15 straight
Oh,
losses.
my God. 0-10 against the spread.
Oh, my God.
Our home team down the street, the Running Rebels.
UNLV, more importantly, we had to save it last but not least.
Oh, my
is
God.
the #1 team in foreclosure.
They are the coldest team in the fucking country.
They're colder than that soup that you had at the fucking soup kitchen. They're colder than that pussy that you've had that your buddy had first. I'm talking about ice cold. I'm like colder than penguin pussy.
Oh, colder than a penguin's pussy.
Yeah, don't get no colder than that.
0-10 against the spread, UNLV, their last 10 games. This team started out hot, Steve. They were 8-2 against the spread to start the season, and since then, 0-10. Another perfect example, okay? Here's a team that wins. They're 14-6 straight up, Steve, in 20 games.
Yeah.
They've won 14 out of 20 games. I mean, that's 70%, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
However, their last 10 games, if you bet them, you lost your fucking ass.
You got to be careful. You got to pick your spots. That's what we're for. You go work your job. Let me turn gray for your fucking payday. I'm the best sports consultant money can buy. Like I said, I'm recapping teams that you need to bet. East Tennessee State, Loyola Chicago, Stanford, USC, you got to pick your spots. Virginia, Canisius, K-State, Villanova, Louisiana Lafayette, teams that you got to fucking stay away from. UNLV Rebels, Wake Forest, Texas Tech, Arizona State. Skip, do want to say one thing about the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame because I know you're a baseball dude. 2018 Baseball Hall of Fame class was announced Wednesday.
Yes, it was.
Chipper Jones, Jim Thome,
Chipper
Manamar Guerrero,
Jones.
Trevor Hoffman taking their place in Cooperstown, New York. Alan Trammell, Jack Morris, who were voted in by the Modern Era Committee in December, will also be inducted to the 2018 ceremony. Chipper Jones, which is a straight pimp, led all players with 97% of the vote. Guerrero, in his second year of eligibility, received a massive surge in support, 71% in 2017 to 92%. Question, will Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds eventually get inducted to the Hall of Fame, yes or no?
Hopefully not.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, Skip took me to the side this morning and said that he respects that I do the motivation at the end, and he says I've done it for 153, and he wants to give it to me. But he says that he's given messages that you guys aren't comprehending, which is the whole reason why we do the podcast. So this is what I want to say, man. It's 2018. Here's my motto. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. You can lie to me, but don't lie to yourself. Men lie, numbers lie, men lie, women lie, but numbers fucking don't. Get off your fucking ass and make it the best year you've ever had. Work extra hard, dedicate your craft, get your extra income, and more importantly, don't let the players be the only ones to get fucking paid. I will make you more money betting sports than anybody in the industry. I'm the highest paid sports consultant in the world, and I deal with the highest sports bettors in the world. And I'm not talking about on Kush. I'm talking about the biggest money betting sports bettors in the world. I'm number one for a reason. I win games. Skipper, take it over. I love you. See, you wouldn't want to be you. Skipper's obviously got a chip on his shoulder. I'm going to let him get it the fuck off.
I've been sending you smoke signals. I've been looking in the camera and talking to you directly. I've been fucking calling you. I've been doing everything to get through to you. You got to listen to me right now. There's over 10, 15,000 people a week listening to this podcast. There's no reason in the world only 64 of you called in for the promotion last week and made money. Be proactive this week. College basketball, dog of the month. I just told you about all the dogs that have been barking. The NFL playoffs, 9-1, the underdogs. NBA, 18 straight underdogs. This Saturday, the college basketball, dog of the month. Call me at 877-220-6540 this Saturday between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to get you on that dog of the month. I'm going to start to build your bankroll for Super Bowl Sunday, which is only 9 days away. Don't wait any longer. I don't know what else I got to do to get you up off your ass and making money. Give me a call. I don't care if you're betting $200 a game or $20,000 a game. I'm going to take your bankroll. I'm going to flip it 3 or 4 times before Super Bowl Sunday, and you're going to be stacked for that game. You're going to be betting that game with the books money. Is that what you want? 877-220-6540. Let's partner up. Let's do this as a team, and let's go attack your fucking bookie. Oh! 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 Call me.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pyro.